And we're on.
We are live.
Hello, One Stars. How are you? I hope you had a great Christmas. I'm sitting here with Daphne from Daphne's Healing Hands.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. You know what? Quickly give us a recap. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh my goodness. Totally putting me on the spot.
I am.
Okay, so my name is Daphne. I run a business called Daphne's Healing Hands. I
Heal people and their pets.
I am the conduit that channels the healing energies to assist animals and people to release and let go of what they no longer need to carry, so that they can create that which they want in their lives.
Beautiful.
I mean, that's
it in a nutshell?
That's pretty much it in a nutshell. Well, I mean, I also create custom pieces of crystal healing jewelry.
Beautiful.
I'm an author in 2 books. I like to help people feel better.
Hi, Colleen.
Hi, Colleen.
You know what? And that's wonderful. So I invite anyone out there that wants to know more about you or what you do to get in touch with you. So can you let them know how they can reach out?
Well, you know what? You can reach out here on this link here. Just drop a comment down on the page. You can find me at www.daphneshealinghands.com. We'll drop that link down in the bottom here too, so people can see it. Find me on Facebook, track me down. My phone number's all over everything. If you want to give me a call, you can too.
Or worst case scenario, reach out to me.
Well, that's not a worst
I kind of know how to get a hold of her.
She kind of knows where I live. So actually, do you even know where I live? I don't know.
I have a general idea.
Yeah.
I'm sure if I was in the area, I could feel it out and find you.
I'm sure the universe would guide you to my house.
I'm sure they would. So on that note, are you guys ready to be the being you were meant to be? Let's have tea with the universe.
Our beautiful glasses.
So, Daphne, what's been on your mind lately?
Oh, of course you're going to.
Well, I'll tell you what's been on, I think, everyone's mind is going into the new year.
Yeah.
And what we're leaving behind, what we're taking with us.
Yeah.
And what we should be focusing on. And I think we discussed this briefly ahead of time.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are focusing on what they don't want, which what you focus on, you manifest.
Right.
So that's one of the things right there I think we need to leave behind is stop focusing on what we don't want and start manifesting what we do want.
Yeah, and it's funny because I've had people ask me, how do you manifest? And so I just kind of chuckle and.
Please share with us.
Well, I mean, when somebody comes to see me for a session, I used to call them release and let go sessions. But moving into 2020, I am choosing to call them intention setting sessions. So it's not about releasing what you no longer want to carry, like you said. It's about setting the intention of that which you wish to create in the world. And for myself, I know that when I focus on that which I want to create in the world, it comes.
Hi, Dana.
Hi, Dana. Glad you're here. But yeah, as for manifesting, it's so hard to answer that question.
What's another word for manifest? Because manifesting, a lot of people find that intimidating and think they can't do it. So what is another word for manifesting?
Intend to create. What are you creating? What do you want to create in the world?
A good way to do that for beginners who have never done that or who feel they can't do that is write it down. Write it down and sleep on it.
You know what? That's one thing that I do. So with the cycles of the moon, with full moon, I consider that to be the ending of a cycle, which is, in my world, the death of the flower. And then with the new moon, I consider that the time when I plant the seeds for that which I wish to create.
Okay.
So with that, I did a course years ago, and they recommended that I write it down in red pen. Blue line paper with red pen.
Why red?
I don't know. This is just the recommendation.
Wow, I'm going to try that.
Well, I was at a point in my life when I did that course that I was like, you know what, I'm whatever.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, red pen it is. And I know that for so many people, writing in red might be seen as a bad thing.
No, it seems powerful to me.
Well, it is, because I've learned that red is the color of action. So what do you want? You want things to happen, so you write it in red. And ever since I started writing things down, I have one book that I use And every new moon, before every new moon, I always write down the things that which I wish to create in that cycle. And then for me, what I do is I voice record them so that I can listen to them daily, every morning, so that I can set myself on that high vibration for the day. That's what I do.
That's not what I do, but I would like to add that to what I do, because I write, but I don't do it specifically on full moons or new moons or anything like that. But I would really like to incorporate that into what I'm doing and see how it changes.
I mean, I don't always do it on that cycle.
Mm-hmm.
If something really comes to me that I'm really drawn to do,
yeah,
then I write it down. But yeah, I have one book that I use, and I mean, it's been what I do for me.
Yeah.
And I love, I was going to tell you how when people come to see me for their intention setting sessions, they ask me what they should experience. And I chuckle because everybody's body is different. So I can't tell anybody what they're going to experience. And they say, well, what's going to happen? And so I tell them what I'm going to do. But everybody's body is different, and everybody's body experiences something different. So therefore, everybody needs to do what works for them.
Absolutely.
And I've had lots of people ask me, well, how do you do this, or how do you do that? Or somebody told me to do it this way. And I just chuckle because I say, you know what? You need to do what works for you.
Absolutely. And if anyone listening today or listening in the future has any questions today, if you do, please just comment here and
we'll definitely
answer them. But if you're watching this later on and you have questions, again, you'll find Daphne's contact information pinned in here somewhere, and you can always just reach out to Tea with the Universe or the Weekly Wander, myself, and we'll get that information.
Well, and so Cynthia, can you share with me what it is that you do to help people as well? I mean, seriously, because and this is what I say to everybody. There's everybody's body is different.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody resonates with something different. And that's why I'm so happy and grateful that there's so many people like us that are out there helping people. Because if I'm helping someone and I know that someone else in my life, like you, can help them better, I'm going to send them to you.
Absolutely.
And so I've had some people laugh at me and say, why are you doing that? Because I know that you can help them better than I can. That's why.
Or together we can help them.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, because yesterday I actually went and did a session on a girl before she had another session in the afternoon. And so I asked her to report back to me how it was different. And she was really grateful that the clarity was unbelievable. So.
Well, like you said, we all bring something different to the table. And when we work together, we heal a lot more than trying to say, I know there's, how do I want to word this? So many people want to do it on their own and think that, because you're helping the same person I am, it's a competition and I'm going to do something better than you. And I'm going to make sure that that person doesn't leave me and go to you. No. And so many people look at that in everyday life. I want to be your only friend. I want to be the only female in your life, or I want to be the only male in your life. I want to be the only this. And people need to look at it differently, because the more we work together, the more we share, the better off everyone will be.
Well, that was this Christmas was amazing, because
it was.
Well, you had us in your house and we had a beautiful potluck Christmas dinner. We each brought something to the table, literally speaking. We each brought something to the table, and the abundance of food and energy and joy that we shared that night was amazing.
It was.
And for Christmas dinner, we had a potluck Christmas dinner with our neighbor.
Yeah.
We took stuff over to their house, and it was amazing. So I really feel that moving into 2020 is going to be more about everyone coming together.
I hope so.
About everyone coming together and sharing their gifts. And that's what I'm doing.
I'm just going to let you chat for a second. I have to respond to Callista.
Oh, well, please tell her I said hello. But yeah, like I said, moving forward into 2020, I encourage everyone who's watching this, or now or later, encourage them to tap into what makes them happy. And when you can tap into what makes you happy and then share that with the world, it just raises the vibration of the planet. So it's all about lifting each other higher. I agree. you know, and actually, I don't know if you know about this, but I'm actually hosting abundance bracelet making workshop. And I mean, I know that you make bracelets and your bracelets are amazing as well. But on January the 5th, I'm going to be hosting an abundance bracelet making workshop with different crystals to help people raise their vibration.
That's wonderful.
Of what they would like to create. And then on the 14th, I'm doing a group healing session with some other friends of mine who are healers and meditation coaches. And so, I mean, I'm going to be doing energy work, and my friend's going to be doing the energy work, and my other friend's going to be leading the people through the guided meditation.
You're doing so much, and you're out there, and just, I think in the new year, that's something that I'm going to incorporate.
Yes, you will.
Instead of being over here and on this side of the camera, which is still new as well for me.
Which is amazing. Which is amazing.
I think I'm going to leave the house and do a little more.
Well, you will.
I know.
And that's what I was saying, like when you're answering that text, I truly believe, I mean, for years I said to people, do what you love and the money will come. And I never did it.
Yeah.
I mean, and as soon as I started doing what I loved, I was happy. There's joy in my life. And 2020 is about bringing the joy, happiness, and laughter back into your life.
It's about so much.
And focusing on the excitement of fun. Like, have fun.
Well, and I know, like, so many people have discussed 2019 and said they can't wait for it to be over, and what a horrible year.
Let it go.
The way I feel, and I mean, I'm just going to say it the way it is. I've gone through my shit this year.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was a phenomenal year. So much growth, so much love, so much joy, so much coming together, so much releasing of people and circumstances and situations and material things that I just don't want to take into the new year with me. Mm-hmm. And I've released so much from, like I said, material items to friendships that no longer serve me, that I wish them well. We're just not on the same path anymore.
Go ahead.
Like, there's just so much. And again, I'm just speaking for me, but I have grown so much this year. Mm-hmm. It's unreal. I am proud of myself.
High five.
Thank you. So for anyone out there that doesn't feel like they've grown or they haven't learned anything, trust me, you have.
Yeah.
Even if you're going through what feels like the darkest time of your life, I know there's a post on Facebook, something along the lines of like the meme of the seed in the ground. If you feel like you're going through the darkest time of your life, just hang in there, because you're about to sprout. You're going to grow. And
we both did that at the same time.
That's the French in me.
All right.
I don't think that was a French accent.
No. Yeah, it's about, there's a phrase I heard one time, is how can you see what's coming if you're looking in the rearview mirror?
And why do you need to see what's coming? Live in the present moment, because if you're always looking to the future and looking to the past and looking around and never living right here, you miss this moment. And another thing that I just read the other day that I will be posting is, I'll probably post it, well, New Year's Eve, but maybe today now that I'm talking about it. It was a post on Facebook that said, don't live the same day for 76 years and call it a life.
Right.
How profound is that? How many times do we wake up and repeat the same day over and over again and go to bed at the end of the day? You're miserable. Mm-hmm. And you look back at what you accomplished that day and you're not happy about it, but you've got bills and you've got this, and there's always an excuse about why you can't change or why you can't do this. And, you know, I used to say to someone as a joke all the time, I would say something and they would say something negative after it. And I would say, you know, you've always got a problem for every solution. Mm-hmm. Let it go. Stop finding the problem and leap into whatever you're afraid of or whatever you don't think you can do, and just accomplish it. Don't live the same day for 76 years and call it a life. Because live it.
Yeah, because we can be, do, or have anything that we want.
And that's the truth. Anything.
Anything that you want.
You hold that pen.
Yeah. It's your chapter.
It's your life. You write that book. If you don't like something that's in that book, you know what? Scribble it out, erase it, white it out, flip the page, change the words. You have the power.
I started painting.
Wonderful.
I didn't know that I could paint, but my mom wanted me to go to a paint night with her, so I went. They were painting poinsettias.
Ooh.
I didn't want to paint a poinsettia. And luckily, the lady that was leading the workshop happened to be a dear friend of mine. And I said, can I just paint whatever I want to paint? She's like, sure. So I painted 2 beautiful abstract paintings.
Wonderful.
And they're hanging up in my new healing room.
Perfect.
So, yeah. Yes, I believe that 2020 is going to be amazing for everybody if that's what you choose.
Exactly. You have to choose it. Those are the key words. You choose what you want, and you really do. Even if you're having a pile of shit dumped on you and you don't like that moment, we have different paths that we can take, and every choice that is made is ours to make. And I understand sometimes you make the best of a shitty situation, but that's still a choice you made, and there are always choices. The harder the choice, the better the reward.
I don't like the word better, but that's just my thing.
Okay, what's better than better?
I believe that everything, like you said, there's always choices to be made, and I don't know, because better.
You're right.
Improve, different.
The reward would definitely be different. The grander the reward is. I don't.
That's just me. I just better or worse is. I mean, I understand that there's the positive and the negative, and I understand that in life there's positive and negative. But I choose. Oh, this is the glass. Okay.
So what word would you choose in that sentence? The blank, the reward.
Profound.
Perfect. The more profound the reward. I like that.
I think I said this last time on Tea with the Universe, but in my world, the glass is neither half full nor half empty. It's always refillable. And the top half that's not got anything in it, one of my friends did a video, and he talked about how the half that's empty, look at the possibilities that are there. The possibilities, the stuff that can go in there. It's not empty because all the stuff can go in.
See, and I would never call the glass empty or full, because it's, and this is getting really deep. However, I mean, nothing is empty, right? Even this space, it's full. It's empty, yet it's full. It's vast, yet it's so small.
Yeah.
So when I look at the cup, it's whatever you make of it.
Right.
You put in whatever you want, and when you think it's full, you can still pour water in there. There is still room. You can still put sand. You can still, and no matter how empty you think it is, it's full of life. It's full of air. It's full of, so I look at it kind of on a different perspective.
And that's what life is. Oh, this is a good conversation. Let's go. No, but it's all about perspectives, and everybody has a different perspective on everything. I mean, you and I kind of vibe at the same level, but what I see is good, somebody else could see is horrible.
Exactly. And what we look at, and that's why opinions are exactly that. They're what you think. I don't have to agree with you, but because I don't agree with you doesn't mean I'm right or you're wrong, or we need to be enemies. And that's why when I say, you have paths in your life, and this is a shit show, no matter how much shit you've had dumped on you, you can make it better. Some people that are still covered in shit don't think they can. And I've been that person, so I know.
Me too.
And I didn't want to hear it, and I didn't want anyone to say, well, you have a choice, because when you're there, you're like, you don't understand, so F you.
Yeah.
But then once you make that choice and you hit rock bottom and there's nowhere but up, and you start growing out of that pile of mud, and you become that flower. Or
the tree that I was talking about before.
Like it's... So when I'm speaking this, I'm not taking away from anyone that's going through the darkest time of their life, because I get it. I have been there. Yeah. I understand. I can empathize. I can sympathize. I get it. Yeah. But I also know, just keep going, because it gets easier and it gets better.
And know that you are never alone.
Never,
Never,
ever,
ever,
ever alone.
Never alone. When you feel like you are alone, please
Reach out.
Please know that you are not, because there is always someone.
I will always be listening. Always.
As will I.
Lynn and I and Brian have posted it on Facebook on the Weekly One many times. We've had private messages from people and stuff because we've posted out there. If you're ever looking for someone and you have nowhere to turn, please send us a private message. We will do what we can, even if it means putting you in contact with someone, like putting you in the right direction. We will always, always, always be there. All of us, always.
And I think you can add me to that equation.
Absolutely. That's just it. I know so many people that if I can't help you, or we don't resonate, or that there's something that just prevents us from connecting, I know somebody that anybody can connect to.
Well, and
I've got someone for everyone.
Well, and that's what it is, and that's what's so amazing about our circle of people that we know, because we're
there to help, not to gain. It's not about us. It's about this as a whole. It's about the infinite possibilities that we can do together for everyone, and we're always open for more people to join that.
Well, and I mean that kind of goes back to the tree metaphor. I really want to share that tree metaphor.
Please do.
Because when you see a beautiful tree in nature, you may not see the tangle of roots that lie beneath the surface. But without those tangle of roots and the shit show, without those tangle of roots, that tree wouldn't be what it is. So next time you're out in nature and you see a big, beautiful tree, just stop and look at it. I mean, I put my hands on trees and I talk to trees because they're pretty cool, because they got good stories. But if ever you're having a bad day, or I mean, I know for myself, if ever I was having a bad day, I just go outside and I put my hand on a tree and say thank you, and the tree would take the yuck away.
See, and for me, when I'm having a bad day, I jump in the shower, and the water just cleanses and purifies. It's phenomenal what it does
washes
for
the
me.
bad stuff. That's what I do now, because it's cold outside. I don't know if it's cold outside right now,
but when you can, and I know not everyone can go and sit in the mountains, because not everyone is close to a mountain.
Right. But we are blessed.
We are. Water, mountains, snow, sun. We've got it all.
We are so lucky.
We are. I love sitting in the mountains, fishing in a pool of water, or just dangling my feet in the water.
It's so quiet
and peaceful and serene.
So I just went there for a minute. It's awesome. So I'm wondering if there's any questions that anybody has.
Anything at all? If you want to share what I don't want to say your New Year's resolution is, because
it's not about
a resolution.
It's about here you go. Here's the question: what are you creating in 2020?
I wish I could have wrote that question ahead of time.
I just thought of that.
Yeah, what are you creating in 2020?
Well, you could put it on the chat now, and then people can put their comments down there after.
Oh.
I mean, for myself, I'm creating abundance. Be that abundance in everything. Finances, spending time with my family, spending time with my friends. I have a really hard time with this backwards thing here. But yeah, it's
you did it.
That's again, high five.
Thanks.
What are you creating in 2020, Cynthia?
Myself. I am, well, what a better time to come out and say it than today. I have hidden behind the pseudonym Energy Sorceress since October of 2018, because I was afraid of being Cynthia. And that dies on December 31st. I am coming forward as me, my business cards, everything. Cynthia does readings, not the Energy Sorceress. Cynthia creates jewelry, not the Energy Sorceress. All of the jewelry is infused with Cynthia's energy, not the Energy Sorceress. I am, actually, what am I creating? I am, instead of creating, I am, what is the word I'm trying to say?
I don't know.
I'm not creating, Cynthia, because I'm allowing her to come out.
You were letting her out of the proverbial closet.
Yeah, instead of hiding behind things and really caring what other people have to say or think. It's not that I don't care, I'm just not going to let it affect me.
Yeah, what other people think of you is none of your business.
It isn't. And if they choose to share that with me, I don't have to take it personally because I'm going to live my life. Like what we say, are you ready to be the being you were born to be? That's what I am doing in 2020. I am going to be true and authentic to me.
I am so happy and grateful that I get to call you my friend.
Thank you.
It's going to be so exciting.
It really is, because I am already aware of some of the things that are happening and changing. And I mean, for example, the calendar that I wanted to have out for Christmas, which didn't happen, something similar to that, it might even be that, but something along those lines will come out in 2020 at one point. It wasn't time before Christmas, and
I didn't give you a lot of time on that one.
that's okay. If I wanted it to happen, it would have happened, but I had other things that, I decided to continue with the purge. Instead of creating, I want to let go. And then when I create, it's Cynthia creating it. Because had I created that, that would have been the energy sources. Yeah.
Well, and that's just it. I mean, I have gone through and I've purged many things in my house as well.
Callista said hi.
Yeah, I mean, and my husband and my son have both been really wonderful in of letting go of things I don't need to hang on to anymore.
Good.
So that, it goes with that old phrase, out with the old to make room for the new.
Yeah.
And so how can you bring new, exciting and adventurous things
if you don't
into
make
your
the
life,
room.
if there's no room. So, yeah, it's pretty, I'm excited.
So am I. And that's just it. Like, for example, I have been every day, I clean up a little bit more of my Facebook.
Yep.
And by doing that, I have allowed 2 people to contact me regarding readings. And I don't feel that would have happened had I not cleaned out the space to make room for those people to connect me through that means.
It's true. And yeah, I mean, my Facebook page, I spent a little time organizing the photos.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized there's lots of pictures there. So I'm seeing what needs to still be there and what I can make more room.
Well, yeah, and we have Facebook messages. I was in there cleaning. I have messages from 2013.
I know. I did that one time too. It's crazy.
And I can't just click I don't even know if there is a button there to delete them all, but I can't just click a button and delete them all because there's stuff in there that I need to keep that's important right now. But I don't need anything from 2013, 2014, 15, 16, 17, probably even 18. That's true. The majority of 19. I just need, I would say, the last 3 months worth of conversations. Other than that, like.
And what I did with that is on my phone, I scrolled all the way to the bottom of all my messages, and I see who it was, and I just delete it.
But that takes forever. I started.
It does take forever, but if that's what you want, I mean.
It is what I want. And I mean, I want to have the clean slate going into 2020.
So moving forward into 2020, you are intending to create a new story, or hang on.
No, to create my story. I don't have to hide behind somebody else's. I want to create my own.
Right. Okay, so moving into 2020, you are making space to create you.
Yeah, like, for example, even energy sorceress. I didn't come up with that name. Somebody else came up with it for me. I was so hidden and so afraid to do things on my own.
You're so awesome. Just stop it. You need to stop hiding because you're awesome.
And look at me right now. I'm right here, so I'm doing better.
You are magical. Magical.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Look at that smile on your face now.
Yeah. Well, I am magical.
Everybody's magical.
We are.
Let's just make that clear. Everybody. Even if you don't think you are, you're magical.
You do. And we all bring our own magic to the table, and that goes back to our circle where if we all have gifts. We all have different gifts, and that's why we should all come together and share our gifts because I'm magical on my own, but when you add your magic to my magic,
It just lifts it that much higher.
and then when somebody else adds their magic, and when Colleen adds her magic, or Dana adds her magic, or anyone else that's watching, we explode. When we put it all together, think of the things that we could do if we all work together.
That's another great question you could put on there.
Yeah, it is.
See, look at how inspirational these things are that you're going to do.
And who would have thought that I would be doing this?
Me?
Not me.
Did you tell the story about the whole Tea with the Universe thing on here yet?
No, but I think you did the first time, but go ahead and share again.
No, actually you. Well, okay, it's going to have to be a joint story that we tell.
Sure.
Because I was here having tea with you one day. And we were discussing, moving into 2020, which we were looking to create. And you were mentioning something about how you wanted to be able to reach more people, I think. Is that what you said?
Probably something like that. I want to get out there. I
yeah.
want to get my name out there. I want to reach more people and build that network.
And we were visiting about the weekly wand and thoughts on what you're going to do moving forward into next year, the different things you're going to do. And we had some great ideas, and I think you should share with them what you're going to do with that too.
I will as soon as we're done with this.
But then as I was getting ready to leave, I had given you a hug.
Yep.
And then you said something, I'm going to have tea with the universe. And I spun around and I looked at her like dead in the eyes and that's it. That's what you have to do. So, and that's kind of how this all started.
And then Daphne asked me, what is Tea with the Universe? And I explained to her that since I was a little girl, I've been having tea with the universe. Whether I'm awake or I'm asleep, I just go out into the universe, and when I have issues or I have problems or I need help working through something, I discuss it with the universe. We have tea. We sit down. We literally sit down, we drink tea, and we talk.
And that's kind of what we're doing right now.
That's exactly what we're doing.
That's kind of what we're doing right now. So.
And I know that at one point in time, whether this person is watching us right now or watches us in the future, we've given somebody some insightful information or given them what they need to hear at that moment. And that's what I love about this. That's what Tea with the Universe is all about, and the Weekly Wand. We're there for the people that need us.
And maybe inspired some growth in someone who didn't think that they were able to do something.
Trust me, if I can do it, you can do it.
Again, high five. Cause it was so funny because she looked at me, she said, is this a me thing or is this an us thing? I'm like, I think it's a you thing. She's like, ooh.
And it is a me thing. And you know what? I can have you on every, I don't want to call it an episode, every segment that I have, or I can have Lynn, or we can have 5 people again, or I can do it on my own, or if I'm not feeling well, you can do it, or Lynn can do it, or, I mean, and I love that. And that, again, that's where we all come together. It's a joint thing for sure.
It
is for sure.
And
I like that.
I'm sitting here with Cynthia, and she's got her cards on the table, and this has got, mountains and a stream with water flowing, and they said, pick me up. So I picked them up, and I was shuffling them, and I picked one that says, awaken ancient wisdom. Deep inner knowing is emerging within me. And I think this card is for everyone.
Going into the new year.
Hang on, hang on, did I get it? Hang on. There we go. So take a deep breath and breathe that in. We are all, feel that. Because
absolutely. And I am awakening my ancient wisdom. I can't speak for anyone else.
Yeah.
But I know for me, I've been doing deep meditations on that. I've done it sporadically over the last year, but for me in the last week to 2 weeks, it's been a very, very important thing that I have the note under my pillow. I send it out to the universe every night.
Mm-hmm.
And when I go to bed, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about awaking that wisdom, going back to who I was before I was told I couldn't be that person.
Right. And that's what it is. It's about remembering. It's about remembering.
I remember you saying to me at one point, don't try to remember, just let it be.
Yeah.
And I've changed my pattern. Hi, Nicola. I've changed my pattern so that instead of saying I want to remember, I'm saying I want to be. Allow me to be who I am. Allow me to be that person. Allow me to be, I'm ready to be that person. There are no outside influences that can prevent me anymore. So allow me to be.
You are being the being that you were born to be.
Yeah. So that's where I want to go. That's what I want to do going into the new year. Now, not even going into the new year, I've already laid that foundation.
Yeah, and you're just building.
Yeah.
You're building now.
And if I go back through time, if I look back even 10 years from now, I've been laying the foundation for a very long time. I was just unaware.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I mean, if we all do that, if we all go back and look at what's going on in our lifetime, where we are, who we are, what we are, we needed every one of those instances to be where we are right now, or we would not be doing what we're doing. I am so grateful. I know you saw the post I put on Facebook about thank you to the people that didn't accept me for who I am.
Yeah.
And then thank you for the people that have encouraged me to be who I am.
Yep.
I appreciate both of you, because had it not be for those that didn't accept me for who I am, I wouldn't have had that fire in me to prove to them, no, I'm going to be me and I don't need you. And then at the same token, had I not had people like you in my life saying, you go girl, that encouragement behind me, I may not have been as enthusiastic or energetic or confident to go out and be who I am.
Well, you're pretty awesome. So I think you need to share your awesomeness with the world. I'm just saying,
Thank you.
You're kind of a big deal. And it's kind of funny because, I'll tell people that, the lady that runs the weekly one, they're like, you know that lady?
Really?
Yes. And they say, what? You know her? They're like, where does she live? I'm like, she lives in Edmonton. They're like, what? Yeah, so you're kind of a big deal. Whether you know it or not, you're kind of a big deal. And I kind of feel lucky that I get to be your friend. Just saying.
Well, ditto.
So, thank you. So, I think we should probably wrap this up because I know we've got stuff that we got to do.
Yeah, we do.
And as much as we would love to stay and have tea with the universe all day, we have to be human sometimes too.
Yeah.
I know. So,
before we go, though, I just wanted to say that this is the weekly wand. Let me see.
Yeah.
This one's in color. It's beautiful.
So December edition.
The December issue, yes. And big changes going into the new year that we have already shared a little bit about. I do have a price list for those of you that are interested in advertising in the paper. You can, I'll put it on here. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. You can read it. And please, if you are interested in being a wand star, which is the Hocus Pocus issue, which would be the spotlight, get in touch with me. You can reach me at theweeklywand@gmail.com or even at teawithuniverse@gmail.com, or message us on our Facebook page, The Weekly Wand. I'm trying not to cough. Excuse me. What else did I have to say? Oh, am I back on before January 5th or January 4th? Is there another one? Let me look at my calendar. I don't think there is.
I don't think there is.
No, there isn't. Okay, so January 4th, I will be at the psychic fair that's being put on by Where Fairies Live, doing readings all day from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. We're at the Acacia Hall, which is 10433 83rd Ave Northwest, Edmonton.
Will you put that in the comments below here too, so people can see it after?
So if you want a reading, please book with me. You can show up that day, but I can't guarantee you'll get in. If you absolutely want a reading, please contact me at 780-898-9783, or again, leave a message here, or go to the Weekly One Facebook page. There's so many ways you can contact me. And
what's your final thought for today?
My final thought for today is be you. Thanks for joining us. I hope that something we said resonates with you, and I am so grateful for each and every one of you. Honestly, everyone always says that if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be right here. And that's true. I mean, I would be here, but I wouldn't be doing this. And I really like doing this.
It's kind of fun.
It is. It's a lot of fun.
Mhm.
So, Daphne, anything for you?
Well, you kind of took what I was going to say away.
You can just add to it.
Do what you love. Take a few minutes today and just stop and think, what do you love most? If you could do one thing every day, what would that one thing be? Do it. Maybe it's reading, maybe it's coloring, maybe it's walking in nature, maybe it's I don't know what it is. Everybody's body is different. We've had this discussion already a few times. But do what you love and feel the joy, happiness, and laughter that comes in your life. That's what I got. I know you're typing.
Yeah, so just chat for a few more
Okay,
minutes.
I guess I need to chat a little bit more. Okay, wait. I'm being drawn to pick one more card.
Okay. And for those, while you shuffle, for those of you that aren't in Edmonton or can't make it to the Acacia Hall, I do online readings as well, and over the phone readings or in my home. So please, definitely get in touch with
the card
me.
that came out. Pick it up.
Definitely get in touch with me if I resonate with you and you would like to do a reading with me. I would love to read for any of you.
And that, you know what, that's awesome. And this card actually goes right along with what you were talking about, is breaking down the barriers. It says, I'm expanding beyond limitations into joy and freedom. So,
Yeah.
and like Cynthia said, if you don't live here in Edmonton, I mean, I myself too, I didn't mention that I do distant healing sessions for people as well. I help animals and people all around the world. So like Cynthia said, if that's something that resonates with you, please let us know.
Please.
And we would love to share our light and love with you.
Absolutely. And if you're looking for something different, let us know about that too. We may be able to put you in touch with someone that can help you.
That's exactly it.
Have a phenomenal rest of 2019. I look forward to seeing you on January 5th. Who knows? Maybe Daphne will be here with me.
No, I won't be. I'm going to be at my workshop.
Okay. Oh, right.
And the 5th, you aren't you?
That's the 4th.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the 5th I'm at the workshop.
January 4th. I'm at the
I will
Psychic
be
Fair.
with you here in spirit.
Of course you will.
Or maybe we could just do it there.
Maybe. Who knows?
That would be fun.
Something we can discuss. Anyhow, Tea with the Universe will be here at 2 p.m. in 2020.
Next year.
So do what you do, love what you do, and I look forward to seeing you next time on Tea with the Universe.
This is all we need to say. Go be magical.
Go be magical.
Go be magical. Have a wonderful day.
Yes.